Every day you wake up, you are determining the type of man you are. And this doesn't happen by accident. There's a time in every man's life, especially at a young age, where you're thinking all the surface level things are what compose of being a man. You think about the deep voice, facial hair, collection of guns, being a popular person. But manhood is shaped by so much more, and it's the process of life that really defines this. Every day you define the type of man that you are through the decisions that you make, the mindset that you have, how you respond to things, how you go about leading your life, and in turn, how you go about leading the lives of other people who look up to you. Every day there's a choice, big or small, that either you're looking to determine for yourself or other people are looking for you to decide upon that's going to affect their lives as well. This ultimately is the process that occurs over and over and over again, that over the course of our lifetimes determine the type of man that we are. Whenever anyone has asked me about role models when I was a little bit younger, I could always point to my father without a hesitation. Looking back over my younger years, growing up close to my father, one of the things that I always felt around him was a sense of security, a sense of safety, that no matter what was happening, things were going to be okay. Whenever there was some sort of turmoil going on in the household, my mom wondering what we were going to do, my father always seemed to figure out a way. That doesn't mean that there was never chaos in the process. It just somehow he figured out a way. That didn't just happen overnight. That happened through the life that he lived, the leadership that he developed over the course of his lifetime. And that is what makes my father, to me, a great example of being a man. Everyone around him trusted him. And that sort of thing goes a long way. Now, my father is in his mid 60s, and I'm aware that this is a different time frame in life. So I'm not necessarily saying that you have to go out here trying to live by old traditional ways, whatever you want to define those as. My point here is that being the type of man that allows other people to follow your leadership, allows other people to trust in you, that is the important part. And you develop that through being the type of man that you can trust yourself. It's 2025, bordering on 2026. It may be 2026 by the time you're watching this video. But I want to say one thing, that in this current day and age, there's this false sense that you're supposed to be perfect. I don't know where it's come from, but we seem to have this idea that we're supposed to be perfect, that we're supposed to get every decision correct. And other people judge us for that. Being a man isn't about being perfect. It isn't about always making the right decision. It isn't about always making the perfect decision. You're going to make bad decisions in life. You're going to make the wrong decision. It's not necessarily about chasing perfection. It's about doing the best you can with the situation that you have, trying to make the best decision that you can based on the circumstances you're in. And understand this, sometimes you're going to make a decision that's going to be right for one person or these set of people, and it's going to be wrong for other people. There's sometimes you're going to appear to be the hero for some, and you're going to be the villain for other people. Being a man, it comes down to those sorts of tough decisions. And one thing you got to realize, and this one has plagued me for many years of my life, you got to realize that you will never make the right decision for everyone. You can never make the decision that will please everyone. So you shouldn't chase perfection. You shouldn't chase trying to keep everyone happy. That won't happen. And most people, reasonable people, will understand this. So at some points in time, you're going to make decisions that are going to be unfavorable to some people. You're going to make decisions that are going to hurt some people. You're not trying to do this intentionally, guys. Manhood is a daily journey. It's not reached when you reach a certain age. When I was younger, I thought that when I hit my 20s, that meant that I was a man. Little did I know I had so much more of life to live, so much more good, bad, ugly, all these sorts of things that have come together and created the experiences that I've had in life. So that way I have more experiences to be able to make better decisions, more wiser decisions. And that didn't come without making mistakes. That didn't come without a lot of imperfections along the way. A lot of things that I look back on and wish that I had done differently. A lot of things that I regret looking back. But as with all things, you can't go back and change the decisions you've already made. You have to keep going forward. And that is another thing. As a man, you have to accept. You can't go back. You got to keep going forward. You make a decision and you move forward with it. You may cause some destruction here, but you try to fix it up as much as possible and you keep moving forward. It's all about growth, responsibility, and making intentional choices along the way. You do that, and I think for the most part, you'll have a good life.